Hello everyone, this is Halloween Haunch here, and today I am doing a animatronic review on the Spirit Halloween 2020 Lord Dakhanavar prop. I'll be overall just talking about how I feel about this animatronic under 5 different categories.
I need nourishment. I must feast. And the only blood I smell is yours.
For animation, Lord Dakhanavar does move his head up and down as his mouth does move to his synchronized phrases, and personally, I do think this animation is fine for the prop. For the price, I would probably say a little bit more animation, like maybe some wing flapping, or lower the price. I'll talk about price in just a second, but I do think this animation for this character and this prop is fine. It does fit the prop overall, and I do think it is appropriate for it. For price, the Lord Dakhanavar animatronic retails for $179.99 or $180, and personally, like I said in my last category, I am not a huge fan of this. When you compare it to a prop like Cocoon Corpse, which is by the same company and has the same style of overall structure, it is $20 cheaper and it has body twisting motion. Now, granted, Cocoon Corpse does not have mouth movement like Lord Dakhanavar does, but the body twisting is a lot more effective than the mouth movement on Lord Dakhanavar. So, out of the two, I would say that Cocoon Corpse is a better deal. And I'm not saying this guy should have the body twisting because I think it doesn't fit its character, but I do think this guy should be a cheaper price. I think around maybe $140, $150 would have been a better price, considering that it does not have that motion, but it does have mouth movement. So it does have about the same amount of animation like a Cocoon Corpse. It's just not as effective, and it's $20 more, which is a little much. So I personally don't agree with this price tag. For overall scare factor, I don't think this prop is really scary, but I do think his overall appearance is very unsettling. I do like how he looks, and I do like his voice, but one thing I do not like about this animatronic is his phrases. The only phrase I actually like is the phrase that played at the beginning of this video, and besides that, I just don't think his phrases were written that well, but I do think his voice and overall appearance do make up for that. Even though that it is a lacking quality of the prop, I do think there's things that do cover it up. So overall, I do think here that Lord Dakhanavar is a pretty creepy animatronic, very unsettling, and can work in really good areas of a haunted house or display. For overall detail, I mean, Lord Dakhanavar in the Spirit Halloween sneak peek video that they posted, I thought looks very well detailed. Even some of the stock photos on the website, on the box, they looked very well detailed on his face, mainly. And in person, when I saw other people's videos on him, I was kind of worried for me to get him because his detail looked like it was lacking a lot. A lot looked unfinished or unpainted. And I got mine, and I don't think it looks entirely terrible in person. There's still some good details about it. I do like some of the veins and kind of scars around his facial detail, and around his like his arms crossed. There is some good details on his chest, but it is kind of lacking from what we saw in the Spirit Halloween demo and the stock photos. It's something that a lot of Spirit Halloween props do suffer from. It's just the fact that it's not as detailed as it maybe should have been. And especially for that price tag of $180, it's definitely not worth it for the detail. Finishing off with quality, I do think that Lord Dakhanavar is made of pretty good durable parts. I mean, I don't see this prop breaking anytime soon, and I haven't really seen props like this by YJ break that often, so I definitely don't see this guy malfunctioning anytime soon. One thing I do have a little problem with is that, I mean, he's made of mainly fabric just around his body, but around his head and chest is latex. His arms are pretty thick latex, and his head especially is made of thick latex. But where it's kind of lacking with the latex is behind the neck. It's extremely thin, and that's just because his head has to lift up and down. But it is very thin, and even by the sensor is a little thin. So that's something I am a little concerned about, because props do over time dry rot and deteriorate. So I do worry about it a little bit, but overall, he does seem to be made pretty well besides the little latex qualities on him. That is my overall review on the Spirit Halloween 2020 Lord Dakhanavar animatronic. Do I overall recommend this animatronic? Personally, I would say yes, but objectively, no, because its props price is very outrageous, and I don't think a lot of people want to spend an overpriced price of that. But besides the price, I do think he's very solid, even though he's lacking quality and his frames are pretty cheesy. I do think he looks pretty cool still and has a cool voice. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, make sure to subscribe. And this is Halloween Haunter.